This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Bee Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at beepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply.
Welcome to Morning Motivation for Educators. I'm Danielle Nuhfer, a former teacher who's been where you are, exhausted, stretched thin, and questioning how to keep going. After 20 years in the classroom and 2 bouts of my own teacher burnout, I discovered tools and practices that help me not just survive, but thrive as an educator over the long haul. Teaching well is about helping educators like you manage stress, build resilience, and reclaim the passion that brought you here. Each episode is a moment to pause, reflect, and take those small steps toward feeling more grounded, energized, and fulfilled in your work. Because when teachers thrive, everyone in the school community does too. And I'm here to help you make that happen. It's birthday month for me, and I'm feeling a little bit of a shift, even though everything around me feels and is in fact still pretty frozen. But something that's keeping me energized is creating these recharge rooms for teachers and other caring professionals. It's simple. Sometimes it honestly sounds too simple, and then people assume it isn't worth it. But I promise you, trying to create some kind of recharge room in your life is definitely worth it. We are so caught up in our brains and our constant thinking, and we don't realize that there was a time when people inherently just had downtime. They worked with their hands, they had unhurried conversations, they did human things without overanalyzing them. And now I think we've swung the other way. We actually have to plan to quote unquote touch grass. We have to be intentional about spending real time with real people, doing things that doesn't require that intense brain power, things that elicit what Catherine Price calls true fun. In her book, The Power of Fun, she explores how to determine what true fun is for each individual. Through research and her own anecdotes, she discovered that true fun, in her definition, consists of 3 things: playfulness, a sense of lightness, curiosity, and openness for the moment, connection, a shared experience where you feel present, and flow, being so engaged in something that you lose track of time. When you figure out what your fun dials are and then intentionally turn them up, you begin to feel more alive, more human. And that is what a recharge room is designed to do. They create intentional spaces where playfulness, connection, and flow can happen inside a container for a set amount of time. No one who participates has a plan to execute the experience, because planning takes you out of the fun. Creating the recharge room is serious business for me, and that's my role. I design it thoughtfully and intentionally. Of course, I get the joy of seeing teachers participate in something that elicits true fun, but I don't spend my time having true fun there necessarily. I make sure that I have outlets in my life where I can experience it the same way that the teachers are when they're experiencing the recharge room. That matters. You don't want the person creating the fun to have none in his or her own life. Think about it. How many times are you the person that is planning the wellness day, the session that is supposed to be relaxing? You're the person that's in charge of it because you're the person who has brought it to the school district's attention time in and time out. And instead of getting to participate in your own wellness day, you're the one that has to actually teach it or prepare for it or organize it. And you don't get to have that fun. So I invite you to think about ways that you can create moments where it doesn't have to be you. You will be a better teacher, a better community member, and a better human being when you allow yourself space to simply experience this true fun. As Catherine Price suggests, find places that are already planning fun things for you. Invite someone. Do not take the added pressure of hosting and organizing something that becomes overwhelming. Let someone else lead. My husband and I recently we started drawing a lot more, and We looked at our local library. Our local library has great adult classes. We can go there, we can walk there, and just for a couple of hours, somebody else is taking charge. So yes, drawing at our house is fun, but having somebody else lead and figure out what to do is even more fun. As for the recharge room, I've hosted at least one a week in different districts over the past month, and it is really simple. It's a space, a table, chairs, activities that feel familiar enough to be easy but engaging enough to not be boring. Each activity could be done alone, but they're done together for at least an hour. People come and go as they please. They dip in, they dip out. There's no expectation to participate. Everything is an invitation. Although it's not stated as such, every station is rooted in research-backed positive psychology practices, but that's not how it's presented. There are reasons why behind every activity. There is deliberate planning behind each station. But you, as a participant, the one that's experiencing the true fun, does not need to know any of that when you walk in. That is my job. Your job is to show up, be together, have some fun. Create new neural pathways around your experience at school. Build bonds with colleagues in a way that feels safe. Create memories that are tangible and real, not measured or numbered. That is the deeper work of something like the recharge room. And none of the participants have to think about it. So if this is something you want to learn more about, please look in the show notes, because I have in there some things about the recharge room. And, maybe you and your colleagues, if this is something that you want to do, you take turns hosting them so that everybody gets to experience that true fun. Or if you want to find out how we can work together, we can certainly do that too. So if this idea today resonates with you, I'd love for you to explore it more deeply. You can also order my book, The Path of the Mindful Teacher, or join the waitlist for the next round of Meet the Mess with Mindfulness, where we practice these ideas together in real time. Find links for this training and other ways we can work together, like the recharge room, at teachingwell.life and in the show notes. Remember, caring for yourself is the best way to care for your students.
Thanks for listening. And whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at bpodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.